Welcome back to SHP Case Studies. I'm Ryan Paris, the CEO and founder of Superhuman Prospecting. We're going through a series of dozens and dozens of case studies that we've collected over the last few years of very interesting stories and successful campaigns that we've had cold calling for multiple industry origins and multiple industry targets that I felt like it was good to share with anyone who is looking to see how cold calling can work for their company. And if there's one that relates, I'd love to talk with you about it, ask any questions, make comments, and we can see if this can help you at any level, or if Superhuman Prospecting can be of service as well, making cold calls on your behalf. This specific campaign, or account rather, that is currently with us today that we've had for about 4 years is someone who's in the insurance space. And I would say it could be professional or business services because they're really a home warranty company. And it's an interesting type of campaign because it's not a traditional cold call to sell. It's actually a traditional cold call to provide work to specialty trade contractors. So we'll get more into that. But this is primarily a lead setting campaign. There's actually not appointments being set. It's actually a warm lead campaign. And I'll get into what that means in a little bit. But essentially, there is no specific date and time that an appointment is going to be set as a result of the calls that we make. So let's see what that means. Let's see how this one's been successful at 3%. That means about one every 25 to 30 calls or so is a lead that we generate for this company. So what does this company do? So they are a home warranty provider, and what they do is utilize specialty contractors within a region if there is work that needs to be done on one of their customers' homes. So our objective is to reach out to these different service providers like plumbers, electricians, heating and air, etc., and form a partnership so that they would get paid if doing the work on behalf of this home warranty company. So the idea of the call is to have that conversation with the specialty contractor and then get permission from them to send them an email with a form to have them sign to join. And so that way we're encouraging them to utilize this service for them to get work from them. And it's a great campaign, but it does take some selling. Sometimes there is objections to working with home warranty companies. Sometimes there's reasons they don't want to. They might not get paid as much. They might be super busy. There's all these different types of responses or handles that we have to have if we're going to be converting at a high level for this company, because they need to have service providers in order to provide for their home warranty customers. So let's go down to what the script is like. This is a consultative conversation, and using our H-to-H method, we have 3 different types. We have a consultative, a noble, and a survey. Consultative is more one where you have a conversation with someone. A noble is one that's more quick and to the point, and the survey is one that's more qualifying and then creating a lure with what they're going to do with that information. So let's talk about this one. Hi, my name's Ryan. I'm with blank company. We're looking for industry companies like yours to perform service work, as we have seen a lot of growth in the area and are currently increasing our partnership. Do you work with any home warranty companies? I like that question because whether or not they do or don't, it's the right answer. I can continue my conversation. So we're looking for service providers like you for when you have residential work. We simply refer you work. Many contractors are being paid about blank amount per customer. We take into account marketing, advertising, and costs. With us, you don't have to pay. You don't have to pay to get in front of them. We just refer it to you for free. And then would you be open to receiving some information and a callback to get an enrollment packet started? What is your email? That's it. Now the problem is with the objections that come up that make what can make it a little bit challenging. But you can see the way this is scripted. It seems like a no-brainer. You just have to have it ready to respond if they have any of those questions, and they can end the conversation quickly because a lot of these folks are on the go. So it is a little bit different of a call than most cold calls. But on average, we get a 12% DM connect rate. Let's look at the results. That's one every 7-8 raw dials, we get someone on the phone. And then we have a 3.6% lead setting rate overall. So what is that? Let me do the math here. 100 divided by 3.6. One every 27 dials, we are getting a lead from this. And you can see the warm leads, the red is really what we're looking for in this trend line. You can see pretty consistent, sometimes up, sometimes down. And I know that specifically because I've worked with someone for a while, had to do with different locations. It really does. When we call into Colorado, it might be different than calling into Florida. It might be different than calling into Ohio versus Virginia. And you have these different areas that respond differently based upon the localized experiences of working with multiple different warranty companies. Okay, so but this is cold calling, right? We have to adjust. We have to look at the results and then, make those little tune-ups, and that is being aware. When you're analyzing cold calling, you're looking at it more like a fire that needs to get bigger and bigger rather than a house that needs to be built and you just kind of set it and forget it, because otherwise you can stay low in different markets, without really seeing that success for a while. So we've had this client for several years, been working with them pretty consistently, and they've seen multiple partnerships come from these contractors that we call. And so it is a very unique type of dial. It's not necessarily a sell in terms of offering a product, but it is offering a way for them to earn business, which this company really needs. And, they can deny it. And so we do have to come up with responses. We do have to be ready to handle them for them to see the value. So there is a layer of selling in that regard. So fun, interesting campaign. If this is relevant to you, more than happy to talk. If you have questions, please reach out. And if this is something that you're looking to outsource, Superhuman Prospecting does make cold calls with US-based team members. Be more than happy to talk with you. Thanks for joining SHP Case Studies. Are you a company that wants to grow their sales pipeline but don't know how to do it outside of cold email, inbound, and normal channels? Consider SHP. We provide cold call appointment setting and sales development services to generate leads and appointments outbound for your sales pipeline so you can have control over your sales destiny. Give us a call at the number provided or reach out to us in any way. And we're happy to chat with you about how we can cold call and generate leads so that you don't have to. Be excited to do the work for you and can't wait to hear from you.